Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Raw Life Health Show. And it's been so long I've been on this journey, and it amazes me that after all these years of eating on a raw vegan diet, almost 30 years now, 28 years on a raw vegan diet, I still am learning things. And some people will look and take learning experience as confusing things, but we got to look at these things as learning experiences and opportunities to grow and really make the appropriate adjustments to put ourselves in the best position possible. Now, I've eaten many different types or understandings of the raw vegan diet over the years, and I experiment and see what is working best and what's not working best. But I have to have something based on my results, like what is the determining factor to know if what I'm doing is working or not. And as I do these things, one of the things I look at is my gut. I understand that, if you have a gut, something is not going great with your health. I could say if you have a gut, you're unhealthy or something's not working, but I'll try to be positive in saying if your gut sticks out more than your chest, something needs to be improved. And the average standard American person, it's universal that they have a gut. There are some people that are super skinny. They might not have a gut, but they have other issues going on. So if you don't have a gut, it doesn't automatically mean you're healthy. But we can take it that if you have a gut, uh, there's some form of either constipation going on or fermentation going on, or just something's not right with your digestion. And on a raw vegan diet, even sometimes taking probiotics, but eating a lot of foods with probiotics like sauerkraut and some other foods that might have natural probiotics in it. My digestion is, I want to say, okay, because I pretty much go to the bathroom okay on a regular basis, but I had a gut, and not a big gut, but something that I did not want. And I remember when I was eating a raw vegan diet for several years and doing it a certain way, eating a lot of recipes when I first started. I saw a longtime raw foodist, and he said, something's wrong. You look too puffy, or you're just not, something's wrong. And I blew it off at the time, like, oh, at least I'm keeping on weight on a raw vegan diet. I'm not too skinny, and I'm doing great. And eventually, I started eating more of a simpler raw food diet with less recipes, and my gut kind of went away. And I didn't have a flat six-pack stomach, but I didn't have a gut. And the really way to know how you're doing, if what you're doing, if what is working, if you are on a raw vegan diet now and you stand sideways and naked and you look in the mirror, is your chest coming out, is your stomach coming out more than your chest? Unless you're pregnant, that shouldn't be happening. And so there exercise, you can build up our chest for exercise even more. If we have muscles in our chest, well, our stomach should definitely be smaller. But in general, you don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger to and have a big chest to accomplish this. You need to have a flat stomach. And the reason why we don't have a flat stomach is not only because we're eating processed foods, but it's often because we're eating too often, too much, and too late. And also food that's not properly combined. And so some of these things are things I've been doing over the years, just eating uh, not necessarily too late. I kind of got that one okay, but definitely over the years too often. As now I'm eating or try to eat two times a day. Also eating too much food, too much of everything. There's a big controversy in a raw food diet of too much fat versus too much sugar or too much fruit. Well, too much is too much, and I think people are doing too much of both because you don't need much when you're getting your food the right way. So anyway, I traditionally weighed, I'm 5'7", and I've traditionally weighed 140 pounds ever since I went on a raw vegan diet for a very long time eating this way. So when I started, I was like 150, 155 eating the standard American cooked food diet. That was like my average for a cooked food, standard American processed food diet. And then when I switched at 19 years old to a 100% raw vegan diet, I got down to 140 pounds, and people were saying, "Oh, you look too skinny. You look like you're dying." All of this stuff, and people are really getting on my case, and it just was a very hard time for me emotionally to do this because people were like, "No, it doesn't look good," and I don't want to say it was into vanity, but when you're young, you don't want to hear you don't look good, and everyone telling you look sick. Well, I felt great. I felt amazing, and I was able to do that. And there are other factors to health other than food that I talk about on this channel and all the time. But when it comes to food, we need to be doing the right things. So slowly but surely over the years, I started to look at different types of raw diets and so on. I found myself, I ended up doing a fast, a 30-day fast a couple of years ago, a water fast. And after that water fast, I mean, my gut was really, I mean, my stomach was skinny as it's ever been in my life, I think, for my adult life. Well, then I started eating again. And I didn't start eating too fast. I broke the fast correctly, but I started to reintroducing food into my diet and more processed raw food, more raw food recipes, more dehydrated foods. And my weight went up to like 150, mid 150s. But more important, my gut started to develop a gut. And here I am going to the gym looking great, feeling really great, but not liking the gut and not feeling great about the weight going up. So I finally woke up from this and I decided it's actually too much dehydrated food, too many recipes. I got to stop it. So I did. I haven't had dehydrated food now for maybe 3 months or so. And definitely not eating the recipes as much. Going back to the way I usually do it is just a nice salad. As for the fats, I'm just eating maybe a half an avocado, at most one avocado a day, uh, maybe a small handful of nuts, maybe sometimes a little bit more, but that's it. And I'm eating, my fruit, but I'm limiting it, but I still eat a good amount. And I feel amazing, but the key is no gut and 141 pounds this morning, feeling great. And since I wasn't, walking around, with a tight shirt on, nobody knows the difference. So I'm not getting the negative comments from people. But I feel amazing. I can lose more weight and feel amazing. I don't care what other people say about me, about my health, about how I look. But I've gotten past that over the years. I've learned to overcome that one. But still, uh, it's a good warning sign. Even after doing it all these years, the raw vegan diet is not a panacea. I do believe if I kept continuing on just eating raw vegan food that was processed, like the dehydrated food, eat miscombining foods, eat late at night, and overeat, is asking for trouble. I think there's a right way to do this. Dr. Fred Bishy, who's 94 years old and has been eating a raw vegan diet for over 60 years, I would consider him a mentor, somebody I look up to and value. And he has a great book called Your Healthy Journey. And his teachings, a lot of interviews on my website, I spoke to him over the years. And he really understands how to do the raw vegan diet successfully. And I want to believe I'm on the right path now, but I'm always open to learning more. But at the same time, I'm giving what I'm doing a chance to see how it's working. I'm not doing something for a week and saying, oh, that doesn't work for me. And just having an open mind. So if you're eating a raw vegan diet, a lot of good understanding comes with experience. And I have a lot of experience, and I believe I know a good amount about this, and I'm learning this. So I hope this video helps you, and put your comments and questions below. If you are a member of the Raw Life Health Show, I can't always get to all the questions on other platforms on social media, but I get to them on rawlifehealthshow.com. So if you are a member, you could post a video under there or ask questions there anytime. All right, I'll put that link below. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day and a great raw life.